You guys remember when Mustard Place destroyed all of my hopes and dreams?
I was personally surprised because I don't think it's that close.
Yeah, he was right. I have to admit that he had logical points and they all make sense. But today I'm gonna basically go over everything that we have not gotten yet in Fortnite Creative. So everything that has been leaked, everything that as people like showed or something, stuff like that. I'm gonna go over that and see what kind of possibility we're gonna have to get that before Chapter 3, maybe in Chapter 3 or later down the line. So with that being said, let's jump in with the first one. Let's get to the elephant in the room. Creative 2.0. Will it come out in Chapter 3? When will it come out in Chapter 3? What is going to happen with it? First of all, as already said, I completely agree with Mustard Place. I don't think it makes a lot of sense after thinking about this to kind of release Creative 2.0 with the newest chapter. Obviously, Epic wants the people to play BR or whatever is coming out with Chapter 3 and not really Creative because, you know, they already have this huge chapter thing going on, and why also release creative? So that makes a lot of sense. I thought it was just like cool coincidence that everything kind of turned out to be perfectly aligned. So yeah. So maybe we're gonna see Creative 2.0 a little bit later down the line. So maybe like halfway through the chapter or something. So maybe we have like a good midpoint or something, where we have something new again. I think that would make a lot of sense. But other than that, there's nothing much to say about Creative 2.0. There's no leaks about it. There's nothing that anybody can tell me. So yeah, Creative 2.0, I think it would take a little bit longer than just Chapter 3, which is like basically next week or like in 2 weeks. So yeah, but I think we're going to definitely see something at the Game Show Awards or however they're called. And I think there will be something for Fortnite. So I'm pretty excited about that. So next on the list is the one device which a lot of you guys were very excited about, and that's the Melee Manager. So what I personally think is that this device was not ready yet, or is not ready yet, and it maybe will release with the start of the Chapter 3. I don't think we get it next week. I just don't see that happening. Maybe I'm wrong. We see. What I will more realistically see is something else coming out next week, and then maybe with Chapter 3, we're gonna get this little update. Because usually when there's a new chapter or something like big new, like basically any new season, there's nothing really much for creative. Like any new season, new chapter, there's not really much that is new for creative. Maybe that changed over the years now, or maybe we are in a new timeline or something where creative is more valued than BR. But I don't think that anything like crazy big would happen at Chapter 3 for creative. I think there would be enough stuff for BR and stuff like that. So I think maybe the Melee Manager is something that they can put in as a cool thing. Like, hey, look, we have now melee weapon devices which you can customize at that Chapter 3, but nothing really else. So that is what I think is going to happen with the Melee Manager. And also maybe we get a bunch of melee devices to it. I think that would be not a big update, like a huge update. For some people, this is maybe a huge update. But I don't think it's a huge update for Fortnite Creative in general. It is a cool thing. But other than that, it is just an update, right? So it's just like a cool new device, which I really would be happy about with. So yeah. So coming to the next device, which is the device which I think we're gonna get next week. Maybe not. Maybe we don't get anything next week. So we'll keep that in mind. It's just my opinions. Is the PopUp Device. So this device is basically, as I imagine, is a device where you can get a pop-up screen on your thing, which is something that we really needed. There's really, especially for like NPCs and stuff like that would be super useful. And if you can write text other than just like using the billboards and the hot message device, which both are not really the best ways to start conversations or do something that is like really interactive, because first of all, the billboard is super hard to use if you want to use multiple of them. And yeah, the hot message device is same thing. It's a cool device and it's useful in some cases, but it lacks a little bit of versatility, and there's like really not much you can do other than just like showing up a few seconds of text there. So the one big thing which I'm going to expect with the new chapter is some changes to discovery. And this has been basically already confirmed by Epic. So on the Discord, they recently posted out that they obviously knew that the Discovery tab is not at the best state, which obviously there's nothing much to talk about. The Discovery tab is not in a good state. Well, I don't think it's as terrible as people say it is. I think it has some great potential, and I definitely see myself using the Discovery tab a lot more than like the hub actually. I think it still needs some future, especially it needs some moderation and stuff like that, and also different layouts. And I think we all agree that. I think Epic knows that, and I think they're probably working on it. So what I expect on Chapter 3 is maybe the menu device, and then also like some big changes to the layout of the Discovery tab, which would make like a lot of sense. And I just cannot see it happen that there's nothing for the Discovery tab new in Chapter 3. So I like 99% sure that something for the Discovery tab will come up in the next weeks or like months for the new chapter. So last thing is something that is leaked, that is just something that I wish would come back a little bit more, and that is a few more galleries. In the last few weeks and months, we actually had a little less galleries than we used to get. We had a few cool new devices, but in terms of like just props or like just building stuff, we really didn't get anything there. Which maybe there's something cool new coming up in the future, but we didn't really get anything new from the maps. We didn't get like the cube stuff. Like there's a bunch of stuff from BR which really would help in creative, especially if making like up-to-date maps. What I really like currently is that we get like the weapons very fast, which is a super amazing thing and really helps with especially like competitive maps and basically maps which are like updated to the current standards. To keep these maps like fresh and with the current season of BR. So I think that is a great thing, but I really would love to see a little bit more galleries. On the same note, we get a lot of new devices recently, but a lot of the devices are just for people that have a code, which in itself is cool. When I have a code, I can use these devices, but there's a ton of people which use Fortnite Creative to basically just have fun with them. And these devices, like the XP device, this supported creator device, like also the save device, all of these devices are super useless to people that just cannot publish maps. So there needs to be either like a way where, you know, everybody can publish maps. I know that is always a thing, but I think it needs to happen at some point. Like you kind of need to do that. So I think a good solution there would be that everybody can publish maps, but not everybody can earn maps. Kind of like YouTube is, right? So on YouTube, everybody can upload YouTube videos, right? But not everybody can earn money with them. You need 1,000 followers, 1,000 subscribers, and 4K watch time to actually earn money with YouTube. So maybe there's like the same way and how you can do this for Fortnite Creative. You need some kind of minimum plays, like 100K plays to earn money from a supported credit code or something. So stuff like that would definitely help. I don't think that it's very healthy for Fortnite to keep this like supported creator equals you can publish maps. I don't think that's very healthy for Fortnite Creative at all. And hopefully with at least Creative 2.0 that changes. But yeah, we can just wait for that and see what Epic has for us. Okay, so there's one last thing which I really hope you're gonna get with Chapter 3, or like hopefully in early Chapter 3, and that is the downloads section. So that was basically kind of leaked a few weeks ago when the save device came out. There was like a little tab and where it says downloads. And there's a lot of leakers which already said that like there is some stuff that is downloadable and there's like downloadable props or whatever. If that is true or not, if that was maybe just a mistake or something internally from Epic that just got randomly put in there. But, you know, that is something that I really would love to see, that you can just like upload your custom-made props, upload your custom-made building, stuff like that, and then other people can just download it and use it. Because obviously not everybody has always like the time and fun, or they have not the skill to create all of these like super unique custom items, but they still want to use stuff like that. And yeah, and overall, I think this would be a super healthy thing for Fortnite Creative, especially for new creators, which maybe struggle to do mechanics, do like custom builds, and they can just download like custom-made creatures, stairs, whatever people just created in streets, stuff like that. And obviously, if the creator is willing to give that away and give it away for free or for money, if that would be a system that they could do in place, then I think that would be super healthy for Fortnite Creative and super cool for everybody that creates stuff like that, like templates. I would love to create templates. I would love to create like downloadable things that people can download. But sadly, it's not possible right now, other than just, you know, inviting people to your island so they can copy it, which is a hassle to do. So yeah, these are my things that I really want to see, or that, you know, are leaked. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. There's one last thing, and that is the toy spawner. Toys were always one thing which I really love to use, especially I think you cannot now, but there were a time where you can actually use them with a trigger device. So you can actually throw like a water balloon at the triggers, and they would trigger. But obviously that is not really a mechanic that you can use because not everybody has the water balloons or the basketballs or stuff like that. So the toy spawner would be perfect. And obviously there was some leaks with the basketball stuff, but I don't want to go too depth in that because I don't know if that is something for only creative or if that is for a different game mode. So yeah. We will see how that turns out, but the toy spawner would be amazing for Fortnite Creative, so we can actually give people toys to play around with, especially for roleplay maps. That would be amazing. So yeah, definitely what you think. Definitely let me know what is the favorite thing you're looking forward to, and don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and I will see you guys back in the next one. Bye.